fair warning, my kids might walk in any second, but I'm hiding in the bathroom. So I wanted to check in with you guys and say hi. I am, as everybody else does, we go through the motions and do our life, the things we have to do, like exercise, work, whatever it is you do, sleep, eat, fuck, play video games, whatever. Everybody does different stuff, but we all still have this underlying thing we're doing, which is either growing up to the challenge or coping with the stresses of life, right? So some people just want to be ostrich effect, bury their head in the sand, not look up, and nose to the grindstone, focus on work, get the money done, pay the bills, and don't look up until they're old, right? And that's a value that a lot of people were taught. I don't know. I've probably, I just put my hair down from being up all day, so it's stuck. But I'm not going to say my way is right, but I just prefer to not think about what day of the week it is and have whatever weekend I want. And if it's 3 days in a row, fuck yeah. And if I want to go on vacation, I use those 3 days for vacation and maybe take an extra one from time to time or something. But ultimately, I deal with people a lot. And my job is to help people. And in massage, there's sort of this you're walking a tightrope of, healing work. Because people come to you for a lot of different reasons, but it's a human being in front of you. And they have these tensions in their muscles, but they have life going on. So they share whatever life is going on with them, and my job isn't really to counsel. I'm not a counselor. That's outside of my scope of practice. But I still have to listen, or I end up having to, interact as a human being. And we do take classes on, ethics and communication and understanding cultural differences, and basically, ethically, I see my job as remaining neutral and unbiased as much as possible. So I don't tell people what decisions they need to make or how to live their life unless it's muscle related, and I can help them with my scope of practice. Outside of that, I'm very non-judgy, and I'm very okay, yep, that's what so whatever person is in, that's the way we think right now, and that's how we are today, and that's what we're doing, So that's how I am as doing my job, right? But then I deal with people in my personal life. So my skills in my job end up meshing and melding in my personal life, but I can't, you have to have a boundary, because you can't be that person, but you can't turn off things that like body language or behavior or psychology a little bit, biology, anatomy, physiology, nutrition, right? So you can't turn those things off, so you notice them, but you can't offer free advice all the time and tell people how to live their life. You gotta remain unbiased and neutral, right? And especially as a friend, I don't really want to judge my friends. I just want to be a human being. Plus, I like to play and not be professional all the time, or be having a certain hat all the time. So anyway, my long story short is that I've been growing as a person and learning how to not let other people's differences get to me. But it also means that I'm getting really comfortable and confident in who I am and what I like. And it's okay, you can have your opinion, but I also have my opinion. And it's weird because we have layers of consciousness or awareness of ourselves. So I have this awareness that I want to be a certain way, and I also have this therapist awareness of how to help Alyssa be that way. So when people are supportive or not supportive, that doesn't affect me as much anymore, because I'm internally supporting myself. And so I'm noticing more when people are supportive, it means that they're either confident with who they are, or they're themselves working on something and they understand that they need to be supportive, they have empathy, right? And so if somebody's not supportive of you, it has nothing to do with your goals being, bad or something, because on to what scale, right? It has more to do with them, So everybody's gonna have their journeys in life and have their priorities, right? And not everyone needs to go down the same path. So I'm getting better with that. But it makes it hard when you have somebody you love and care about, that you are different than, and there's a line. Like, you can nurture people. Everybody needs support and understanding. But there's also, like, a certain amount of, like, freedom that you need to have for yourself, because you have to love yourself as well. How can you love other people if you don't love you? If you're internally, like, always hiding or having to diminish who you are just to be accepted, then they're not being supportive, right? So you just have to be who you are. There's nothing wrong with that. And people will support it or not. And you just have to let the waves, rise and fall. And there are some people out there, I'm learning, that make that really difficult. They don't know how to accept differences in people. They do try to change you or control you or tell you how to be. And they don't allow you to, like, be who you are and I don't know, like, express yourself. So, but they don't let you go either. So yeah, I don't know. What are your thoughts on that?